Three things you need to know living in Silicon Valley today. Today is Tuesday, August 22nd. I'm officially 55. Wow. Just saw the 22 kind of reminded me. Anyway, today we're talking about three things you need to know about living in Silicon Valley. One is just because you can doesn't mean you should. Median price by county, first quarter of 2023 results, and I want to talk to you a little bit about that. And then 80% of homeowners have a mortgage under 4%. Crazy, right? 80% of homeowners have a mortgage under 4%. What does that really mean? All right. Now, let's get to it real quick. And then we'll talk about highs and lows too. But let's get to this real quick. Just because you can doesn't mean you should, right? You got, I mean, two triangle homes stuck on. I, I, I just don't get it. I mean, it makes no sense. And it must be like the bane of the existence of all the neighbors, right? Why would you have two triangles on top of each other as a house? I mean, I get it. The neighborhood's not all that great either, but still, just you know, you're. I mean, I'm not upset. I'd never buy it. Not for 239, not for 23,000, because really it's just the land. So just because you can doesn't mean you should. All right, let's take a look. 10, 11, actually, 11 of the Bay Area counties, including Monterey, fall within the top 40 median house prices in the United States. And how do I know that? Well, because I took a look yesterday and I did some crunching, and everything in yellow 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 of these counties, of the top 40 counties or top 41, fall within the Bay Area. It's crazy. Now it's Hawaii and Massachusetts and Colorado, where all the vales are. There's Solano County down at the bottom here. But let's go all the way to the bottom. And I have pictures of this somewhere too. I have it in the blog if you want to take a look. 10 of the least expensive houses, median price wise, are in Texas. And a lot of them are by Lubbock, I want to say, that area, in Lubbock area. But they're out in the middle of nowhere, right? Now, can you get a house in King County for $30,000? No. No, you can't. As a matter of fact, let's take a quick look. There's one for 63, and give it a minute here. See, that's Lubbock right there. I have a friend from, I think it's from Abilene. Isn't that? Yeah. So anyway, you can get one for 63, a 2-bedroom, 1-bedroom, 1-bath house. But most of the houses are 100,000 or more. Now look at that, 65,000. If you want low cost of living, Texas is the place you ought to be. I'm not talking about San Antonio, Austin, Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston. Those areas are getting Californicated. These houses, however, oh, look, there is a 3-bedroom, a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house, 622 square feet for $32,000. Look at that. Probably doesn't even have air conditioning. Water heater right next to bathtub. At least you don't have to wait for hot water. What you get for $32,000? On market 5 days, probably going to go pretty quick. All right, so there you go. The median price counts is out. Let's see. Oh, and I also have one of all of California in case you want to take a look at the different counties in California. But this one is 21 to 22. So I'm just using that as reference. And if you need these, if you want these links, they're not mine. I don't own them. I'm happy to share them. Okay, so 80% of the houses, 80% of the mortgage rates. How does that look? Because I think 65 or 70% of the houses, 60, it's like roughly 65% of the homeowners do not have a loan on their properties, right? Because more and more people are living in their houses longer. But 80% of the people that do have a mortgage have it underneath 4%, right? What does that mean? Well, if you are going to buy a house and the house happens to sit on the market, I'm not talking about houses in Cupertino because I'll show you right now, Palo Alto, they're flying off the shelf. If your house stays on market for a lot longer than 30 days, then you have some wiggle room, especially here, and we'll talk about that in a second. Do I still have that highlighted? I don't. All right. Well, I lost it. But I think the point here is that this is going to continue to be a problem of inventory for us. Now, if we look, there's 138 closes last week from this morning to last Tuesday. 138 closes. That number has significantly gone up and was really far down in January of this year, but that was expected. We expected it to actually slow down and get below the hundreds during the summer, but it did not. Meaning demand is still there. When demand is still there, prices are going to maintain our price level, if not go up. And yesterday we talked about that. We're seeing prices go back up. This is from 22 numbers when we had that divot in November, December, January, February, March, and started taking off again. We're seeing our numbers catch back up. This is from Monday. 95 of the 138, or almost 70% of the houses that closed, were over list price. So it's 2/3, or way over 2/3. And right now we only have 842, which again, I maintain it should be about twice that in order for it to be a healthy market, an equal balance market, not a buyer's market, not a seller's market. We need about 1,600, 1,700 homes on market in Santa Clara County to make it a balanced market. All right, let's do, Lazy Dog. Yeah, guys, I know I keep talking about Lazy Dog, but it's new. And I know we have the Mexican restaurant coming down right by 24 Fitness. We just drove by it. It's a Mexican Japanese fusion. I'm excited about that. But until that, we have Lazy Dog. And that's a great place to go and hang out if you want to go hang out and watch a game. They have a good bar. They have some great food. I know they have the cauliflower dish. It's like $10. I think it's more of an appetizer, but people actually order that as a meal. So there you go. Okay, let's go take a look at the highs and lows. Look at this palatial. It started at $10 million, 14 days on market, sold for $12 million. And it has an 800 square foot ADU on top of almost 10,000 square foot. Let's just round that up to 10,000. 5 bedrooms, 6 full baths, 3.5 acres, built in 2006. Let's take a look at this monstrosity. Ryan, if you're watching this, there's your little silos that you love so much. Amazing view, right? Look at that. See, the decor to me is just a little over the top. Not at the Roxbury over the top, if you know what I'm talking about. Not at the Roxbury. That's a whole gargantuan room. That whole room right there is probably bigger than 600 square feet, which is larger than that house in Lubbock area. And there's a teepee there for your children. A little over the top there. That's not my style. All right. Hey, I get it. And this is the least expensive house, sold for $710,000. Actually went over list price. Sold Took 111 days for it to sell. Probably because no? All right. 1,254 square feet. It's 83 years old, built in 1940. That looks a lot older than that. 3 bedroom, 2 bath. Took 111 days to sell. Michigan Ave in El Viso. I sold a house right here, right up on North First Street. Where is it? I think this is it right here. Oh, it's so long ago. But yeah, take a look. Beat up, completely not maintained. Oh, that is rough, guys. Look at that. Sold as is. There you go. All right. The next one is the highest list price to sales price. Original list price was 1.299. Looks like they popped it up to 1.5, and all of a sudden sold for 1.6 in 8 days. 4 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,341 square foot, built in 1970. Little ranch house. Where is this? In Berryessa? Yeah, this is Berryessa area. It's crazy, right? I have a house coming up here. Where is it? I have it right around here. It's coming up for sale. Well, I'm glad that they actually added that. Let's take a look at inside. See, dolled up house. Oh, I like that. It's funny. People are saying stay away from grays now. A lot of the decorators, that's cool. Look at that. That's one of those hoods that are inside the ceiling. So this house was completely flipped out. They have all the new brass look. It's funny, brass is new. Brass is the new rub bronze. Although that's all stainless steel. That's a good looking house. Completely updated. All right. So that one sold for 25% over list price. That one on Palo Alto, that $12 million guy, sold for 22%, 23% over list price. Crazy. Maui Drive. Oh my God, look at this. Listed at $1 million, took 80 days to sell, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 600. And this is Hellier. I used to live, where did I live? Right here. So this is Andrew Hill High School. I want to say this is Davis Middle School. And yeah, this is where we drop off our bikes at the end of the year. Can't remember the name of the street. So let's take a look. Oh, yep. Only one photo, so I can't really show you inside, but yeah, look at that thing. You just look at the outside. The fact that it wasn't even a professional photo. They didn't take care of the trees, the landscaping. They didn't dress it up. And yet you wonder why it sold for 880 in 80 days. There you go. That's one of those things where, it was probably a rental. It's probably still a rental. There you go. All right. So there you have it. 3 things you need to know. Rates, 80% of the houses on mortgage are under 4%, which is going to hurt our inventory. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Be careful of how you build things or what your thoughts are. always have somebody come in and help you design. And then 11 of the top 40 houses in the Santa Clara County, 11 of the top, 11 of the Santa Clara County, 11 of the Santa Clara, 11 of the Santa Clara counties, not Santa Clara, the Bay Area counties, there you go, that's much better. 11 of the Bay Area counties are in the top 40 counties in the median sales price across the United States. That's why it's crazy to live here. Hey, I'm Vito with Abitano. We'll see you out there.